Hi there, and welcome to today's Reiki Circle Meditation for inspiration during the COVID-19 virus and global happening. It is April 20th, 2020, and all are welcome to this Reiki Circle meditation, including Reiki practitioners, energy workers, light workers, people of different faith traditions as well. So, all are welcome. So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Tracy Lynn. I am a Reiki master. I have been guided to do a series of spiritual assistance in the form of Reiki circle meditations and distance healings for free for medical workers and essential workers during COVID-19. I've had a practice every day for the past 15 years, and I've been a body worker much longer. But of course, during this virus, we must be physically isolated. So that's why I'm offering this series for you. So this week in particular, and welcome who's ever watching right now, or on playback, or on the YouTube channel. This week of the Reiki Circle Meditations, I was guided to do a kind of series on inspiration, and in particular, looking at three artists' lives and their work, and include the meditation. Claude Monet today, Monday, and Frank Wednesday, and Frida Kahlo on Friday. So that's a little bit about the series. When you do this Reiki meditation, which is an hour long, so you want to get in a nice, comfortable seated position, or if you're listening to this before you go to sleep, or you're taking a nap right now. It's noon, but I don't know where you are. Yeah, just make yourself comfortable for the experience. You're welcome to move and get more comfortable or get up how it's needed for you. Just please listen to your body. So, what is Reiki? Reiki is a kind of spiritual practice that involves meditation and healing at the same time. So, what we usually do in Reiki is it's physically done in person. We do Reiki treatments. I'm a Reiki master. I do Reiki classes, attunements, and you would only really be involved in a Reiki circle if you had an attunement from a Reiki master. But at this time, the guidance said to open it up. As I said in the beginning, all are welcome to Reiki, light workers, energy workers, and different faith traditions, because we all need assistance now during this global pandemic. So that's a little bit about myself and Reiki. In this 1 hour meditation, I'm going to let you know what it's going to look like. I'm going to be doing a little talk in just a bit. But we're going to be calling in our Reiki guides, if you're a Reiki practitioner, the masters, or your own particular spiritual guidance and masters, whatever you feel comfortable with, and that gives you assistance. Then we will be doing, that's a kind of prayer, a grounding technique, which is really important at this time when there are so many fluctuations of happenings and emotions that we're all currently experiencing. Then we will give Reiki for ourselves, and I'll guide you through the Reiki self-treatment, in particular for inspiration at this time. And then I will be sending Reiki to you, distance-wise. Perhaps you have experienced this before. For me, this is somewhat new, doing it online. But people relate that they become very relaxed after the treatment. So in Reiki, see, you work on yourself. It's a rippling effect. Worked on yourself, then I work on you. Then we're going to be sending, as a group, collectively, distant Reiki or healing to those closest to you, and in particular with a focus today for inspiration. Then the next group, and we'll work on this collectively, is for those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms globally. And inspiration. You'll see when I talk about it, there's two different meanings for inspirations, but for those with COVID-19, we'll be given some kind of spiritual assistance for the actual breath, which is really needed because of how this disease affects the lungs. And finally, we'll be doing distance healing Reiki for the global community and inspiration at this time. I just should add a little bit as well about Reiki that it is not in any way a replacement for medical treatment for the symptoms of COVID-19 or any other medical conditions, but can offer a kind of spiritual assistance for managing different chronic illnesses or but in a spiritual kind of way. So for the talk today, the talk is about inspiration. And inspiration has two meanings, and it's a breath. The root of the word is breath, and also spirit. And so perhaps how this people think of it as inspiration is kind of breath from the divine, from spiritual assistance, where there's some kind of thought that's creative, which is very important. It can happen in a flash. It can happen as a sort of knowingness, and also, and especially during challenging times, can be very important. So we're hoping with this meditation will give you access to that for yourself. Then the other definition is literally the breath. And this virus, we know, affects the lungs and the breathing functions. So that's why later we will offer spiritual assistance for those with the COVID-19 virus, severe symptoms, and for actual breath and for actual spiritual assistance, because they may be physically distant, they may transition, they may be alone, without closest to them, without their spiritual people being present. So a kind of assistance for them. But so you will see in this meditation, basically the meditations are 30 minutes of healing for yourself. Sorry, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit because I realize I'm probably looking in the corner instead of looking straight ahead at you. It's about 30 minutes, really, of your Reiki self-treatment. We can't physically touch others unless you're in the same household as them. We can't receive body work. We can't receive kind of touch therapies. But we can do this for ourselves at this time. And since I have the 15 years daily experience of doing Reiki self-treatments, I believe that's another reason I was guided to do this. Then it will be some Reiki, a mini treatment for you. And then following that are the closest to you and the more global issues. So that's a little bit about the inspiration and the meditation. So Claude Monet is the person I wanted to talk about today in inspiration. I just love it. There was an exhibition at the San Francisco De Young Museum, right? The De Young, that I got gifted by someone who has a membership. And they gave me this wonderful coaster. And this was Claude Monet's Water Lilies series, his farm and garden in Giverny in France. And so it's very inspirational because Claude Monet faced a lot of challenges while he was doing these Water Lilies series, which isn't just one painting, it's a series of 250 paintings. I was lucky enough to go to l'Orangerie in Paris to see it in the 90s, so that was really good. But I did get to see it at the San Francisco De Young Museum. So Claude Monet older in life, became successful. His wife, his second wife, Alice, passed away in 1911, and it made like a significant change for his artwork. His artworks became much bigger and grander in scale, the water lilies. So he transformed his grief that he was going through with his art. He also had, I think he had like 8 children. I forgot to look up that last bit, but I think he had a lot of children. And then the Great War, or World War I, broke out, and he was the head of the household. He had to provide economic support for his 8 children. There were literally bombs and shellings and shootings outside of his farm and garden, Giverny. So he had the stress of a world war literally outside of his door. He had to provide economic support for his family. He had been grieving. And he was also 75 years of age. So he was elderly. So it's just inspirational to me knowing that we could use this kind of inspiration at this time. He's not in any kind of denial about the happenings, and people can relate to COVID-19 to a kind of world war because it's happening all at the same time, but used a lot of different factors, and then inspiration through his art for his paintings. And even I was looking this morning about all of his food and the plates that he used every single day. So it's a kind of using inspiration for transformation and kind of a transcendence, which we're all happy that we get to see his works today. So that is a little bit about my talk about inspiration and Claude Monet, which I felt was just really influential for myself at this time, not because I'm an artist, but because he was facing a lot of difficulties in how he transformed it and transcended it without going into denial, which is very important. Okay, so you're going to be in your seated position. The meditation will start now. Your hands will be at your heart. You can't see it. I'm sitting straight up and down with my feet on the ground, my spine straight, and you're comfortable because you will be in this position for an hour, or now 45 minutes. But like I said, please listen to your own body and your body's wisdom to how you need to adjust. Okay, so you're going to begin by calling in the Reiki guides and masters, those of you that have Reiki experience, who are energy light workers, your guides and other guides that you personally who are watching live or on playback have. So you're going to allow the energy, the inspiration today, the healing energy, to come through your head to your heart center, through your arms meeting at your hands, then down to the rest of your body. And so you're either working with Reiki or the golden light, you can picture it that way, coming into your body, going down your legs to your feet, and then imagine, and I do close my eyes during this so I can give a guidance because I'm actually doing the meditation with you all. Allow that healing energy to surround your physical body, Reiki energy or golden healing light energy. Now, a couple nice deep relaxing breaths. And then besides that spiritual energy which comes from above your head, then now we're going to ground into the sacred earth energy. So extend a cord from the bottom of your spine down to where you're sitting, straight down to the surface of the earth. To a deep place in the earth. And then attach your grounding cord so it's deeply rooted in the sacred earth in a unique place for yourself now. And then bring that sacred earth, grounded, stable energy back through your grounding cord, through the earth, through the surface of the earth, to the soles of your feet, up to your knees, your hips, to just below where your hands meet in the prayer position. Gasho. And notice what that feels like to have the grounded, sacred earth energy now. Then you're going to mix the Reiki energy or the healing golden light energy with the earth energy around your body. And then that brings us to the next part of the meditation. So as a reminder, when you're doing meditation, if you have any thoughts or emotions to before the meditation or something you must do after the meditation, just gently go back to the meditation. It's not a kind of judgment, just noticing, which helps the meditation. And the more you do it, the longer you can meditate and have those kind of benefits of the spiritual practice. Okay, so now we're going to be doing Reiki for yourself. Notice there's a lot of glare today. I shut the blinds so that wouldn't happen, but okay, so Reiki for yourself. Allow the Reiki energy or the healing energy to come in through the top of your head to your heart center in your hands. And then move this so it's a kind of sandwich, you might say, between your palms, the front of your head, the back of your head. Allow that healing energy to flow now. Healing energy begins to flow into your body and this part of your body now. And then move your hands to the top of your head. And allow the Reiki energy or healing energy or imagine golden energy coming into your head now. Healing energy flows in and is protected by your guides, Reiki masters, spiritual assisters. And notice if you feel some subtle sensations. And then move your hands down to the back of your head, the front of your mouth. And this is the Reiki sandwich, the healing sandwich. Golden energy or Reiki energy flows between your palms now. And then move your hand down to the back of your where your C7 is. And the top of your chest. Allow the energy to flow in between your palms in this area of your body now. As you do this spiritual practice and healing, every day is different. Every day you have different sensations, but that's okay. Just notice them and then gently go back to the healing self, meditation and self-healing. And specifically today for inspiration, coming in through the top of your head, coming into your body. Inspiration. So now at your heart center, we'll be doing the front of the body. Allow the healing energy and the inspiration to flow now. Healing energy for inspiration, breath, ideas during this time flows now. And then you're going to move your hands down to, you can't actually see it here. I might just adjust it a little bit. This is what it looks like. Right hand on the right side, left hand on the left side. And allow the healing Reiki energy or golden light energy to flow in this part of your body now. Healing Reiki energy, golden light energy flows into this part of your body now for inspiration. Inspiration coming from above your head, coming from spirit, influencing your breath, comes into your body now. And then move your hands a little further down above your navel, allowing the healing energy. Sorry, I'm going to adjust this again. Healing energy to flow in this part of your body now. Reiki energy, healing golden light energy flows into this part of your body now, allowing for healing and inspiration to occur. And then move your hands to just below your navel. Right hand, of course, on the right side, left on the left. Healing energy, Reiki energy flows now in this area of your body. And then move your hands to the top of your thighs. We've done the front of your body, the energy coming in, now your hips. And allowing healing Reiki energy, golden light energy to flow for healing and inspiration now. And now for the back of the body. This is slightly uncomfortable. We're bringing our hands to about halfway down our back to where the adrenals are. Right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the healing energy to flow here now. Healing energy and allowing inspiration to flow into this part of the body as well. Now, we're reaching all the areas that deal with the breath. The ribs, the intercostals, the diaphragm, back here, of course, the ribs and the intercostals. And then bend forward and to your lower back. Bring your hands down, right hand on the right side, left on the left. And allow the healing energy to flow here now. Healing energy, Reiki, or golden energy flows into this body, this part of your body now, for healing and inspiration. And then bring your hands to the front of your body again at your hips, allowing the healing Reiki energy to flow in this part of your body again. And then allow the healing energy to go to your kneecaps. Your right palm is on the right kneecap, left on the left. And allow healing energy to flow now. Reiki energy, light, golden energy now. And if you hear any kind of distractions, that's okay. Make it part of your meditation today. And then gently go back to the focus of allowing the healing energy to flow now. And bend slightly forward. Bring your hands to your calves, your ankles, your feet. And allow the healing energy to flow into this part of your body now. Healing energy flows now. And then bring your hands back to the prayer position. Notice how you feel now. You might want to try to think about how you felt before the meditation, the Reiki healing, and the allowing of inspiration into your physical body. So now I'm going to be sending you Reiki. So you're just going to go ahead and sit in a nice, comfortable position, like hopefully you are. You can either close your eyes or keep your eyes open. And just allow, and with your permission, allow for the healing energy to flow to you now. Healing Reiki energy, golden light energy flows to you at a distance because we are physically distant. But you may notice, you will notice, that you can receive healing even in this way now. Reiki healing, golden light healing, healing of inspiration for you, whether it's breathing or ideas, to help you through this difficult time of COVID-19 now. Healing energy flows to you now. Healing energy flows to you. While you're receiving this energy, you also might want to, because I just felt this in my own body being empathic, attach your grounding cord again. It's strong, coming from your tailbone down to the earth's surface, down to a deep place in the earth. So you're rooted and connected to the sacred earth, while at the same time you receive healing Reiki energy, golden light energy. Now, healing energy flows now. And again, allow yourself to be open to healing and inspiration now at a distance. I feel a lot of healing energy flowing from the top of my head through my arms out to you, my hands. Those who are watching live or on playback. Now, okay, so then I want to thank you. We'll just separate here. Go back to my own body. Reiki coming in, healing energy, and the grounding cord. Now, together, you're going to do the same thing. If you have Reiki distance healing, you can use that now, or you can just be guided with my voice and allow golden energy to flow through you, out your hands to a ball kind of in front of you. I am going to change to the altar. The outline is listed on the website Herbal Luminosity. But as well, to conserve some resources, I am not changing it from day to day. So you can just be open a little bit more to my guidance. So I'm going to be adjusting the camera towards the altar. And so now we're going to be sending Reiki for those closest to you. This may not be someone who's physically close to you, as we are in social distancing and a shelter in place. Okay, so bring your hands out in front of you. And we're going to start the Reiki healing or golden light energy healing for those closest to you. Allowing for healing and inspiration during this time of the COVID-19 virus. Now, you can be imagining this distance healing or golden light energy to flow to those you're close to in your family, friends, other kinds of groups. One person in particular or just the group collectively. The practice will see where the energy is needed. Healing energy flows now. Energy flows at a distance for healing and inspiration during this time now. Healing energy flows now to this group. Healing energy flows now to those closest to you during the COVID-19 pandemic. Healing, golden light energy, inspiration for this time. You're not fixing or controlling any outcomes, especially not medical ones, but just allowing the energy to flow. Spiritual assistance, in the form of spiritual assistance now, and inspiration from spirit. Okay, and then disconnect with this particular group, those closest to you. Bring your hands back to the prayer position. Check on your grounding cord that it's secure in the sacred earth. And now bring your hands out in front of you for those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms globally. Now, Reiki distance healing, or imagine a golden healing ball of light with this global community between your hands, and allow healing spiritual energy to flow for healing during COVID-19. With their severe symptoms, it's not a replacement for medical treatment. For spiritual assistance and perhaps inspiration from spirit and breath at this time. Healing energy flows to this group with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms, globally at this time. And for those more sensitive or empathic, if you have any sensations in your own body, just gently go back to the energy, the inspiration coming through the top of your head, through your body, out your hands towards this group of those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms today. Is not a form of medical treatment, but spiritual assistance and inspiration from Spirit now. With their permission, of course. I just heard someone ask that question. For their highest good. There we go. Healing energy flows now. Energy flows in the form of healing and inspiration to those with the COVID-19 virus and severe symptoms. Now, I'm also allowing for breath to come out towards this group. So through my hands and through the breath is possible as well. Healing energy flows now. Healing energy flows now. Healing energy in this Reiki circle flows now, as well as inspiration from Spirit, spiritual assistance. So they're not alone, even though they're physically alone, perhaps, now. Healing Reiki energy, golden energy flows now. Okay, so we thank them for being open to healing and disconnect. Go back to your prayer position and your secure, grounded earth energy, stabilizing, rooting, grounding you. And for the last group, we'll be sending distance healing or golden light healing to the global community. Healing Reiki energy, golden energy, and inspiration, guidance from spirit, actual breath during this COVID-19 pandemic. Energy flows to where it's needed in the global community for inspiration. Now, healing energy flows to the global community. And spirit flows for inspiration now. Whether it's for actual breath or ideas to assist during this pandemic, which is needed now. And if you have any feelings in your own body or thoughts or emotions before the meditation or after the meditation, just gently go back to allowing the healing, the inspiration to come from above your head, through your arms, out your hands, towards this group of the global community that needs this most at this time, for healing and inspiration now. Healing energy, light energy flows, as well as inspiration, to this group in the global community that need this the most during the COVID-19 pandemic. Healing Reiki energy or golden light energy flows through you to this group now. Energy flows for healing and inspiration for the global community during this pandemic. Now, okay, and then we will thank these people for being open to healing. Bring your hands back to your own body here. Going to adjust this again. And your grounding cord is securely connected. So I want to thank you for participating in this Reiki meditation for inspiration during the COVID-19 virus today, April 20th, 2020. Thank you for being here live or on playback or on the YouTube channel. Please like and share this with others, this service, which I'm offering at this time for those who are in need, whether or not they currently have a spiritual practice, but as an addition to it. And thank you again for the inspiration for Claude Monet. Wednesday is Frida Kahlo, Anne Frank, and Friday is Frida Kahlo. So please watch that as well for the Reiki series this week. Inspiration from God, breath in the form of ideas, or healing with a breath. Thank you.